11.73. Sorry, Luke, just to go to the side. Once again, please like and follow European Front Wheel Drive on Facebook. They are massive supporters of the sport and front wheel drive drag racing. Obviously, they are sponsoring the front wheel drive class at Door Slammers. Basically, Door Slammers, if you haven't seen it, it's all about cars with doors, like these two are, and heads up classes, first to finish line wins. Basically, hope you brought enough with you. It's a massive event. It's one of the most, if not the most international event.
I think you're right.
You know, races from Malta, from Poland, from Bulgaria, from Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, everywhere.
Yeah.
Basically, absolutely everywhere.
You name it.
Yeah, Lloyd Perkins, Darren Dewhurst.
Mine 50 place 7.99. Lloyd had a really good qualifying, went 7.53. Darren 9.70 with a front wheel drive box quarter.
A good run for Darren, no, 9.70.
Well done. Maxi Spotlight, basically.
Lloyd, I'm not sure. Lloyd will message me, I'm sure, to say this or not. What's your first ever round win, Lloyd? I know you've been driving the car on and off for a while. I don't remember a win like your lane. Not being rude, just asking.
Spencer Trapp and Chris Todd up next. Spencer with the Carrera. Index of 11.68. Chris has got to be really, really patient. He's 7.39 with the Fiesta Room. But Subaru Impreza engine, turbocharged, and it's in the back of the car, not the front. And the wheelie bars of off show he really does use. But yeah, it's a big active.
It sounds worse than it is, probably. But if you do eliminations, you have your index adjusted.
Right, Terry, you would have been alongside Ben Mace, but unfortunately we're not going to see that band. So Terry No Veronix here actually. He is literally just breaking the beams, driving up the track to secure his place in round two.
He needs
the anomaly, the Honda, number 16 on the index for Amir, taking on Nick Williams with the Coco Camaro. It's an index of 850 and 783 in qualifying. Winner of this bet, Spencer Tram in round two. Next round.
One of them. Dan Williams against Rob Smallworth. Rob was 4/10 under his index yesterday, down a bit further, admittedly. However, there's always anything can happen. Dan can't take Rob lightly at all. He knows he's going to be chasing him down.
Well, it's fair to say the Chanel has really been hooking off the line, and the front wheels have been coming up way high. So much so in testing on Thursday, went up a little bit higher than expected, and the car twisted, so Dan had to come off the gas, which they don't like doing, so it brings them down hard, broke a suspension strut when it came down, but they got it fixed. But these cars normally just ride out the wheelie, and they can keep the power on. Very spectacular to watch.
If we haven't said already, unlike the racing you've seen before, this is first to the finish line wins. There are no breakouts. Those are their indexes. That was a big win there, fortunately. That's also got worse run of the weekend, sadly, in round one. What a shame. Dan as well may take a hit on his index after that one, because that was right to, even though he backed off, way under. So this one's going to be fun too. Emma Goddard running personal best after personal best. She was 0.46 under her index of 9.50 front wheel drive that you see on the board up there in the Kestrel Lane. She's taken on the fraudster of Kev Jenkins. It's amazing, isn't it? You put cars away for the winter, get them out again, and guess what? They don't go anywhere near straight when you get to start again. Kev was having issues, directional issues on the start line. These both run to form. This will be a terrific race. Is this Emma's first elimination run here?
No, she was here
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So they're both into stage. Emma would get the green light. Win a 908 to 167 miles an hour. Good job, Emma. Just unfortunately for Kevin, the team, the speed was there, 177, but the car just went. That's technical, isn't it? Off the start line.
Right, Super Street Bike, been looking forward to this. My goodness me, 5 of the 8 qualified bikes in the 60s. Super yesterday was 664 for number 1. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
outstanding.
Very good afternoon to everyone listening in. Lawrence, thank you very much indeed for your message, sir. Especially at Super Street Bike roll round. So thank you for tuning in. With in answer to your question for comp bike, no, there was no breakout or anything like that. It's a case of it's a run what you run class and why everyone loves it. There's plenty of restricted racing elsewhere. Believe it or not, this is one of them. There you have rules in Super Street Bike. Martin Hallett and Jake Michelle. Jake was number 3 in the end. Really? Only number 3? 220 miles an hour, but what a run for Martin Hallett as well. 7.10 over 201 miles an hour. Wow, well done, Martin. Is that the first time Jake's been over 220 as well? You know he's been in the 60s before. Not sure he's been over 220 before. Yeah, conditions, like I said, whoever's in charge of the weather, can we book this for every race day? Because this is gorgeous. Tailwind, sunshine, fresh air. Just the stuff you need to do what Jake just did.
This is a cracking matchup. Costas and Alan. Costas went 6.92 qualifying, Alan went 6.87. So just 500 of a second if that could be made lost on the tree. But Alan Morrison having a phenomenal weekend on his lad's bike. Costas, of course, part of the JKE Raceworks team.
It's also Taylor's Trophy Series bike. He cast it down on this bike. Having a lot of fun watching these guys. Whole shot for Costas. Nearly a tenth of a second. 6.90 for Costas. His quickest run ever. 211 miles an hour. Alan had to back off through the finish line. He was slightly slower at every improvement as well, so I don't think he could go away. He was drifting towards the line, but he didn't nail it. Costas is first 6.8, we'll have to wait until later on. He went 6.90 with a 0. Okay, number 1, number 8 qualifier. Chris Reed, winner of the most recent round of the UK Championship at Springfleet a few weeks back in the Kestrel Lane, taking on goodness me, what can you say about Daniel Lentz? Incredible performance, 664, 226 miles an hour. Problems with boys on the start, and that could well be the end of his start. 6 and 227 miles an hour again. Nothing boys can do about that one. He still went 207 miles an hour and losing out.
Alright, last pair, Ross Morrison and Jack Shook. Ross was number 2 qualifier, pushed Jake down to number 3. Ross went 6.74 yesterday. Jack went 7.42.
Great to see newcomers into the class like Jack and Martin Hallett as well doing so well. Martin will take a lot of heart from that run. He just, even though he lost, he might take a lot of heart from that. That's really positive. Oh wow, 677 214. Ross doesn't quite match his qualifying time, but so this is the time trial run, very, very kind of everybody to let her go. She didn't make eliminations, had a horrible weekend. And it's a long way to come from the Netherlands just to be spectating. So not part of elimination, it's just a test run. And I think we've got Pro Mod next.
Indeed, yeah.
Ooh, Pro Mod.
Still with the structure of the start. Yeah, nearly. 767, 188 miles an hour. Slowly but surely, 9 runs out. The semi-finals of Super Street Bike are going to be monstrous, I think.
Yeah, just to give you the matchups actually. It'll be Daniel Lenz taking on Costas, and Ross Morrison taking on Jake Michelle. Number 2 and number 3 qualifier, obviously. There's nothing between those two, really. That will be decided offline.
What I can't believe about that, imagine being Ross Morrison running 677 and not having lane choice. Right? That's incredible. But it's that close.
Yeah, right. Pro mods. Can be Dave Smith coming around the corner first, going alongside Andy Robinson. So, anger management 2.0. On that gorgeous 55 Chevy.
In both lanes. One driven by Dave Smith, one driven by, you guessed it, Andy Robinson. That's their house car, if you will. They try out a lot of stuff on that car that ends up on customers' cars. He is in the slip tricks lane, ran a best of 6.03 in qualifying. Knowing them, they probably weren't anywhere near happy with that. The car ran well, it was still strong. Probably not what they were looking for at all. Dave Smith, new personal best, 6.31. His last run yesterday looked like it would be better until he backed out of it.
Yeah, Dave Smith came into the weekend on the 6.38 with an eye, then went 6.38.0 and 6.31.0. So yeah, knocking on the door of the 6.2s.
He's been consistent, which is good. So, once again, heads up drag race first to finish line wins. Round number 1 of the UK Motorsport UK Pro Modified Championship. The winner of that series last year is in the slick tricks lane. Also, Dave Smith didn't do much racing last year, did he? So,
no, he had a terrible part shortage last year, but he's back.
So, good luck to both of them. What they were looking for. The numbers, the 60 foot isn't right. The 60 foot is 0.47. That didn't happen.
No.
8th mile, 3.92, 192. Over the stripe, 593 at 243 miles an hour. Dave Smith, a great representative run though, getting quicker and quicker. 1.01 to 60 foot, 411 at 176 at the 8th. And a 636 at 206. Actually, the speed says he probably clipped it a little bit early. He was over 220 or 220 plus.
Very good, consistent weekend for Dave Smith, and they're taking a race car home in one piece without really any missing bits, which is really, really good news. So they'll be back for door slammers and the main event.
If you think you saw a reaction time difference, you definitely did as well. Andy Robinson was 0.4 on the tree, killing it like he always does.
Right, to left cars again. Go slide field. Michelle Toretti.
Who we don't have.
Only one black car then. Well, Kev, didn't put a run in at all last year. It was, he sort of said, oh no, I'm retiring now and the car for sale. Well, the car's still for sale, but he still got it. No, okay, I'll put it on another year.
Might as well use it. Just sitting in the workshop.
Again, another Andy Robinson built car.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Former national champion in the class as well.
It's really good to see Kev back. It just goes to prove that the addiction never really leaves, does it? You can try. It must be really difficult as well having the car sat in the workshop. I think he did enter Dorslap 961 to 60 foot. That'll definitely 961, Tony. That'll definitely work. 3.90, 190 miles an hour to the 8th mile. That was on for a 5-second run, definitely. Clipped it just before the finish line to a 6.15 and 191. Okay, the run you hear now is the two turbo cars facing off in round one.
Yeah, the Fast Company Mustang of John Webster, taking on Europe's quickest robot. First into the 5 to 6s. I couldn't believe the screen. Good job Darryl was alert because he saw it. And I just thought, hang on a minute. Yeah.
He's one of those double takes with me. Knowing Andre as we do, the only thing that will bother him about it is he hadn't managed to repeat it. 4 stabs at the racetrack, 3 busted runs, 1 Europe's quickest. Okay. A lot of people would take that, I get it.
Yeah.
But you don't just want to do it once, you want to repeat, you want to do it again, you want to get close to it, you want to know what you did, and do it again and again and again to be competitive, because obviously when we come to just over a month from today, we're going to be round number 1 of the European Drag Racing Championships here at Santa Pod. Pro Modified is an absolute bonfire at the best of times, and you need to be on top of your game every single round. Going up against John Webster with the Fast Company Mustang. Guy he built himself in his workshop just by the main gate. You can actually see in this weather too, if you look very, very closely at these two cars, they have the same body, but they're very, very different underneath. John Webster's car has got the turbos mounted in a different place. You can see that they come out, you can see, if you look on the side of the car, you can see where it says Webster Race Engineering. Right in front of that is where the turbo exits. You can see on Andre Arnold's car, it doesn't, it's down at the bottom. 2 different ways of thinking. John loves to do everything his own way, and he's very successful at it as well. So UK versus Estonia, round 1 here. We've already had Andy Robinson running the 5s, Ted Slyfield would have done. Conditions are gorgeous. The speed is there as well, 254 miles an hour. I don't know whether he pedalled that or not, but good strong run. John Webster really trying, 652 at 192. John Webster though, listen up down there to all of the crew, 60 foot, 0.980 for that gold Mustang. That was 980, that 60 foot for John Webster. That's exactly what they were looking for. Unfortunately, the rest of the numbers weren't quite, but that's where they want to be with the launch. Andre, 0.97 to 60 foot, 386 at 199 to the 8th mile, over a 1/10 of a second off where he was Friday. I forgot what day it is. So Andre will now have a bye run into the final, where he will either face Kev Slyfield or Andy Robinson.
Right, sticking with the fast stuff, it is Top Fuel Bike. René van der Berg down there.
From the ladder. That's it, right. No, we had 5 qualified. I think 6 were entered, my bad. Oh, that'll be one. Yeah, no, Kevy's there. So that's what threw me. Yeah, you're right. Just a deaf bike is actually over there. Anyway, René van der Berg, by run. He should have been facing the number 6 qualifier, which I believe was Kev Jarman, who is there, but for some reason is not in the ladder. So René will have a bye run now. The winner of this, what should be a race, and a bye run into the final. So Top Fuel Bike, supercharged, 4 cylinders, most of them. René is nowhere near straight. He's facing the wall. So we're going to correct that right now. Very, very important for these bikes to get straight down the lane. Because I spend most of the time on a good run on one wheel. Watch anything 3 if you do really well. So René were at 6.47 yesterday. 1:03.0, only 186 miles an hour. The puff of smoke before the finish line gave that away. That was a lot stronger than yesterday as well. 106 to 60 foot, 4.10 at 189 to the 8th mile. That wasn't going to be a 5-second run, but no doubt it was going to be very quick indeed. Track crew out there doing their thing, checking out. Now Rene didn't need to do that, obviously, because he was going to take the win line anyway just by staging up. He's got to make it round for the semi-final run to be able to run the final round though. So track crew are just waiting for word from the top end whether anything needs to be cleaned up or not, as the case may be. The good news is no one's sprinting for anything. All the track crew that were wandering out onto the shutdown area have wandered back again. Thank you very much, folks. Gives me a chance to say very good morning. It's still morning, is it? No, after.